Next level. Next level.
What's up, YouTube? How we doing today?
We're doing.
How you doing, Rohas?
I'm tired,
I know, me too. I'm exhausted.
especially after the last gruesome 10 minutes of my life.
Whatever. It was only a 5-minute countdown. It wasn't that bad.
You sure?
So welcome to another Feel Good Friday. I hope you are feeling good. And if you're not, I hope that something comes along your way and improves your day, improves your attitude, improves something in your life. It's a really interesting time we're living in. A lot of people are frustrated with something one way or another. So just try to be a little bit of positivity in people's way. That being said, there was no show yesterday, Rojas. Why was there no show?
Well, good old YouTube likes to put me on timeout for no reason.
I was the week before, wasn't I?
You were 2 weeks before.
2 weeks before.
And yeah, so they put me on timeout. And NxtLvL and I were going back and forth. Should we go live on Streaming Box now? Or I know he would do it on his channel. And
Whatever.
I was just kind of like, cause yeah, he literally said, I'm down to go live anywhere. And I was kind of like, and this kind of stemmed from several members saying, take a break. And I was just like, all right, I'll call it a day. Let's just do and literally I think what I was finishing up yesterday, I was focusing on Beyond the Streams, a couple stuff there that we're working on behind the scenes. And yeah, as soon as I was done, I'm just like, let me just unplug and just hang out, and that's what I did for the rest of the day. So it was cool. It was still a long day, but yeah. And I do miss you guys, so don't get me wrong. Don't be like, Rohas doesn't want to see us no more. Yeah, I think I did need to take a short little break just to mentally recover.
So there's that. And it's not like we didn't do a live stream because we also had the members live stream that we did. So we actually did an extra live show within the last week where we did with our members of our channel. So we've been putting in a lot of work. So, sometimes when YouTube comes at you and they do these things, sometimes it is a moment just to take a breather and to relax for a moment, even though we don't actually relax because we were shooting each other behind the scenes all day yesterday, all night. I wasn't feeling the greatest last night. So I was like, I'm trying to keep up with the workload at the same time. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what the title's about. I know it always sounds like clickbait when we say it's the end. But I mean, a lot of times when we do, there's some truth in the possibility. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys know the YouTuber by the name of Streamin' Tech Now. See, there's one. Cyclone says yeah. And I'm gonna put up something that he actually posted today on the screen. See, there's one. Cyclone says yeah. Oh, stop it. Where is it?
Today's Friday. Holy crap!
Yeah, Feel Good Friday. Welcome to the show, Rojas. All right, so everyone's saying they've heard of Streamin' Tech Now. Streamin' Tech Now has become very popular, has over 100,000 subscribers, used to post a lot of videos. And see, Streaming App Resources says, I hope that you would talk about that. I don't have a whole lot to say, but if you are a streaming content creator, you got to watch out what's coming. Because okay, you know what? I'm just going to read this and then we'll talk. Okay? That's all I'm going to do. So just going to read this and then we're going to talk. So this was a clip from his video that he took from the YouTube guidelines. Now, a lot of us have been getting strikes lately, and it's been very random. But the last time I checked the guidelines, this was not a part of it. Was it a part of it the last time you checked, Rojas?
No.
So what it says is bypassing payments for digital content or services, showing viewers how to use apps, websites, or other information technology to gain unauthorized free access to audio content, audio visual content, full video games, software, or streaming services that normally require payments. I mean, that is put in a way where it covers a lot of things, like a lot of things. They're talking games, they're talking music, they're talking about video content, all kinds of stuff. And it's in such a blanket content. Rojas, like you just spent the last hour debating if some of the videos qualified under this or didn't qualify under this, and I'm gonna have to do the same. It's getting to a point now where we don't even know if we can share this information on YouTube anymore. Doesn't matter how much or how little we share. It's a blanket statement saying how to use an app, not even showing the content in the app. If you show how to use an app, like I've done instructional videos on TV Zion before, telling people how to use it, right? That's not me showing content, because before it was, if you pulled up these applications and you showed content in it that was copyrighted, you would get a strike. Now they're saying if you show people how to use the applications, how to use the websites, how to gain access.
Yeah, how to get there.
Filelinked. Filelinked is a way to get there. That's scary, guys. I'm just saying. So you've heard Rohas and I have talked many of times in the past about changing the content that we create. And Rohas has done a fantastic job at making that pivot from doing K videos to doing tech reviews. And believe me, Rohas absolutely loves using that K app. It's not that he stopped using it. He uses it every day. But he had to make that change to continue to have a platform to communicate with you guys. And he's been on me. He's like, you need to make this change. You need to make this change. And unfortunately, I haven't fully made that change yet. And it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have to sit here and say, 2 weeks ago, I deleted 125 videos. I still have another over 100 videos on my channel. Do I just delete them all and start fresh? Because I'm probably going to have to. See, these strikes that we're talking about here, legit, 3 of them, 3, and our channels are gone. Our communities are gone. So what do we do as content creators? How do we continue to have a platform here where we can give you this aspect of ourselves, right? It's one thing to have a Telegram group or have a Facebook group, but you don't get this interaction. You don't get, an opportunity to follow along the tutorials. So I'm just saying, if your favorite content creators take too long to pay attention to these changes that are coming to YouTube, their platforms will be no more. Because I can guarantee, if I post 5 videos, at least 4 out of those 5 videos are going to be against this guideline. It's going to be against this policy that is put in place. So I'm going to have to really evaluate. What is that? What is that?
Continue, sir. I know you're interested. I'll open it now here for you.
Okay, cool. While he's doing that, I'm going to have to really evaluate deleting all of the videos that I've done on YouTube. And I don't want to. It was very difficult for me to do that. It was very, very difficult for me to do that for the last 125 videos that I deleted. I don't know. I am going to be switching to reviewing tech products. I am going to be, or I already started really utilizing. I mean, you guys tell me if I'm correct or not, but I'm really starting to utilize Telegram as a way of sharing a lot of good information in the streaming community. So I don't know. I've created a new project for myself because I don't have enough work. Is that a mesh? What is it? Yeah, I thought so. Is that a new one? Like, that's not the one that you reviewed before, because Rockspace, I haven't heard of them. Have you done a video on Rockspace before? No, it's a new one. Does that say 6,000 square feet? Hell yeah. Cycling, you crazy. You're muted.
Sorry, just saw that. Just to put some content, because people are like, it's empty back there. And yeah, 6,000 square foot. Just to put some content. Stuff is slowly making it up here again. So you'll see it full.
So what I'm trying to say is that I've taken a moment. I've been really passionate about the streaming community. Not saying that any other content creator is not, but I didn't want to just make a switch and leave you guys high and dry. So I put things in place, like my Telegram group, which I'm very proud of how things are going, how things are moving. I put that in place so that will always continue to share any information that I want to share with you guys. I have created a new project at revamping my website, which is going to be sharing some really cool information, hopefully by the end of next month. It depends on when I get time to actually do it. But that's going to be another place that you guys are going to be able to get a lot of information when it comes to streaming as well. But YouTube, this platform that we're on right now, I can't make these videos that I love making. I mean, I've made 3 or 4 videos in the last week and a half, and I absolutely love making them. The last one you guys saw, I made it 3:30 in the morning because it's not something that stresses me out to make a streaming video. I can literally sit here at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and be like, all right, so we're sitting with our Fire Stick, and this is what we're doing. We're doing this, this, and this, and it's natural. It's been natural for years. But unfortunately, I can't do that anymore. And it's going to be really hard to change that mentality for myself. It's not to say that I don't have content to move otherwise. It's just getting out of that mindset, because I absolutely love making streaming videos, but I can't anymore. I can't. I think that it should be safe for us to at least have a verbal conversation about things that are going on in the streaming community on these live streams. I want to think that it's safe. What do you think about that, Rohas?
I don't know if it's going to be safe on live streams or not.
Like, not actually showing anything, just having these conversations.
Talking about it like this, yes. Saying like, hey, if you are looking for stuff, you can't do that. You won't be able to say, go to this file link to get this, this, this. It's pretty much, I have a file link store. This is where you can get it. Or say, here's the file link. And that's the other thing too. In the description, I know it says file linked and code. I don't know where that lies, because file linked has utilities and all kinds of other stuff that you can use that is free to get. And most of it with some of those utilities and cleaners and all that is legit. So I don't know I don't know if they're going to say file linked is just the gateway drug, because if that's the case, we can't be talking about Google search, because Google search does the same thing.
It's true.
File link does a little bit more direct. Google search, you got to obviously do some homework. But I don't know. I don't think they have enough time to watch the entire live stream. I think they're going to be zipping through it. I think with their algorithm, they're going to be looking for keywords, and with those keywords, there's ways to timestamp certain things and to send a notification saying at this time Filelinked was mentioned. So maybe they could use key stamps based off of their algorithm that says this is when something was brought up, and then a real person would watch that segment. I don't know. There's all kinds of ways of doing it that a lot of people have no clue of how to do it or even know that it's even possible, but it's very possible.
Here's the thing, guys. I see a lot of you guys in the chat saying, hey, go on another platform, go to TikTok, go to Daily Motion, do this, do that, start an OnlyFans.
You with your OnlyFans. Hey, where's Grunt Streams? He still wants to see your OnlyFans.
No, anyways. But here's the thing. A lot of streaming content creators have built, I don't want to say a life around creating this content, but creating content on this platform has been a way that has supplemented their lifestyle. Some of them were able to build a whole full-time job around it. Some of them have been able to build a part-time job around it. It is much more difficult to monetize the other platforms. And I seen some other comments here saying, delete your live streams as soon as they're done, or delete your videos after they're done. Won't work. I can't.
Won't work. If it hits the algorithm and if it timestamps. Okay, so you have to imagine this. If there is something imaginable, if you're just like, wait a minute, there is such a way for them to timestamp somebody, don't be surprised if they're actually allowed to video capture that too at the same time. So even if somebody were to delete it, they could still find it. So it's
on their platform.
Yeah, it's on their platform. If you delete it, yes, it will delete from their database. However, there is good chances that they could say, hey, sure, it's deleted on the platform for you that you can't find it, but we're going to leave it sitting there in limbo status. It's kind of, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you delete stuff off your phone, it doesn't get deleted right away. It goes into the trash bin. And even if you delete something from your trash bin, there's still ways of recovering that data. YouTube, all they're going to do is say, hey, let's just put this on a trash bin per se. And within 2 days, if we need to review it, we'll review it. If there was nothing in there that flagged us, then it's just going to delete. So I think they're just going to step up their game a little bit with the algorithm, how the algorithm's going to be doing. So it's going to be a little bit more annoying for us. So, yeah. And Ernie, it has nothing to do with politics, dude. It has nothing to do with politics. So please, on the conspiracy theories.
So Flickchick says that's defeating your purpose to delete them. And there's nothing more true than that. We do these videos. We create this content to help people. So what? I'm just going to create a video to help the first 50 people that watch it and then delete it. Like, I can't do that. So deleting on YouTube is like deleting your from your HSD or your hard drive. It just marks the space as available, but the data is still there. Exactly. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, I don't know, just a matter of this is something, it's something where I want to say, okay, so just to give you guys some background, you could agree or not, or disagree. This is facts. YouTube was created so a content creator like us or anybody could go on there and create whatever you wanted. That's how the name YouTube came about. You as a person put something on the tube, YouTube. And what was going on was people were posting a lot of content that was not allowed. So they had to put some rules and regulations. They used to have where you just got monetized. You either got monetized or you didn't. And so like things like Cody was just easy to do because they were just monetizing it. And the only way to stop a video from being going viral, even if it was too late. It was always too late, because as soon as a video went viral, that's it. But Hollywood caught wind to a lot of this stuff. You know, we actually had an interview on Beyond the Streams where Husham from early 2000s was doing a lot of this, like looking at what is working, what, you know, how to get it for free. And there was celebrities out there using Genesis or some of these old school Kodi apps back in the day, because they were able to get it for free. So why not? Everybody would just go get it for free. So it's just a matter of, if somebody owns the content, they own the content. It's not a matter of, so I'm reading your comment, Ernie. It says our freedom to stream is being infringed upon. That's the thing. These third-party apps, we don't own them. The people who create them don't own them. You know, how would you feel if you buy a car and the neighbor says, hey, I'm going to use your car whenever the hell I feel like it, because it's there. It's just there for me to use. So I'm going to use it to go get my groceries. I'll bring it back in one piece. Don't worry about it. You got insurance, right? You're good. It doesn't work like that. So for us to do what we're doing, we already know there's a very fine line behind it. We already know there's a very, very fine line behind it. So the thing is, you cannot do certain things. And if you do, under your discretion, under your own educational purposes, under whatever the hell you want to give yourself an excuse for to do it, go for it at your own risk. But when it comes to Hollywood, and they're just like, hey, we don't want TV Zion to be out there. We don't want Terrarium to be out there. What are they going to do? Send notices. So what was happening was they were sending lawsuits to YouTube, because YouTube was a platform that was being used to publish this. What does YouTube do? They start demonetizing people. They added a second layer where you get the yellow icon instead of the green, where it's limited. And then later on, they created the community strikes and the infringement strikes. Copyrights versus community. Community saying this could possibly get us in trouble. And guess what? We don't want to have that lawsuit. We're going to send it to you as the YouTuber. You're the one that's going to be in that, fighting that lawsuit. So it's kind of like, I guess how to, like, the easiest way to put this is, YouTube is trying to protect their platform. And the easiest way to do it is like what NxtLvL just posted off of Streaming Tech Now.
Yeah.
Is they're just covering their bases, saying, hey, you know what? This is what we're doing. You can't walk the horse to water. You can't pour the water. You can't drink the water. You can't nothing.
Can't even turn that water into wine.
Can't even do that. So you have to literally, you know, the thing is that there's so many ways to find it. We just have to go back to how it was like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, where you went to Google and you searched how to watch the fight tonight. You know, you literally just have to go back to those days. Like it's going back to how it used to be, like really, really, really underground. Not that it's not available. It's just that you just have to know how to find it now. It's going to be really hard to find it as easy as it's been. That's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. So does it suck? Absolutely. Me, I like NxtLvL was saying, I love Kodi. I use it as my workhorse. That is my number one app that I use all the time. Am I doing Kodi videos? No. Did I grow my YouTube channel to 100,000 subs? Yes. But YouTube said no more or you're going to get shut down. So what did I do? I had to stop doing it. I had to stop doing it or I would have no platform. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just that fine line. You just have to find alternative routes. And remember, there's other routes like Cocoscope and there's other similar YouTube knockoff platforms out there. But the same thing's going to happen. Those companies, again, just go back to the car analogy. If you're telling your neighbor, hell no, you can't take my car, I'm going to change my key. what does it say that the neighbor across the street knows how to break into locks? What does it say that the neighbor on the other side of the street has a skeleton key? What does it say that for some weird, crazy reason, the neighbor adjacent to you has the exact same car you do, and somehow his door lock will open up your car? I've seen that happen before too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't, just protect your guys' selves. That's all I can really say.
It's not quite often that you get a Rohas rant, and that was a Rohas rant, like for real, for real. So here's a couple questions I'm going to ask Rohas since he's on a roll here. Then, so Rohas, there are two different kinds of strikes that you mentioned in your rant. You have infringement, and you have guidelines, right? How long does each one of those stay on your channel? Yeah, regardless of what they were for. So you have infringement. How long does an infringement strike stay on your channel? And how long does a community guideline strike stay on your channel?
Oh man, I think they're both the same. I think well, I know once you get a strike, the first one's a warning, stays there forever. Once you get an infringement copyright strike, that doesn't go away ever. I think they put you on a cooldown and they take you down. But oh man, I don't remember. I haven't had an infringement copyright strike in a very long time, actually. But I had them work them out and taken off my channel. Do you have those numbers?
I don't, but I have on my channel, I have a strike. I have a community guideline strike that I got in August. Not going away.
They'll never go. As far as I know, those two, it doesn't matter if it's infringement or community, will never go away. They just put you on a cooldown. If you get one strike, you get a 1 week cooldown, 2 strikes, 2 weeks cooldown, 3 strikes in a 90-day period, your channel gets shut down. So it's within 90 days, but they will never get taken off. The only way you could take them off is by deleting the video once you pass the cooldown, but you have to wait.
So look, guys, I did a video. This video was probably 3-4 years ago about Mobdro, because when is the last time I talked about Mobdro?
Mm-hmm.
I got the strike. This is a guideline strike. August 19th. I submitted an appeal. They didn't even read it. They didn't even open it.
See, with that, every time they do stuff like that, I hit them up right away. I say, hey, I submitted this months ago. What the hell's going on? And then once they do whatever, if they say, oh, yeah, we're not going to remove it, then because that thing was, warning was on February 24th, what I would do is I would follow up with them and ask them what the hell. And if they said, well, it's already lapsed, it's like, well, I want it off my thing here. I don't want it. I don't want the warning to exist.
Mm-hmm.
And if they said, oh, sorry, the warning is going to stay there, then I would just end up deleting it, which it'll still be there. It would just say content not found or something like that.
But those guideline strikes, they stay on there forever, right?
Yeah.
So what I put up on the screen just now is guideline information, right? Right. So if they hit up 3 videos that I show people how to install Filelinked or applications through Filelinked, all 3 of those videos would be against that new guideline section, would it not?
Mm-hmm.
And they stay on there forever. And how many of those do I need to lose my channel?
3 in a 90-day period.
So they could literally hit me with 100 today and be like, your channel's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the scary truth. You can debate it all you want. You can hate it all you want. At the end of the day, we've talked about it. YouTube is not in the business of hiring lawyers. They're a big company. They got money, right? But if a company approaches them, it's always been the same thing. They immediately strike our channel, remove our video, and then they say it's up to you to talk to that company. It's not up to YouTube. YouTube's like, hey, it's not my content. It's you guys. They're pointing the fingers directly. They're like, you want that removed? You get that company to remove it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think that YouTube is going to fight for, certain things or have a lawyer for you to fight on your behalf, that's not what it's about at all. So You know, if you get content strikes, you got to fight those companies. If you
Yeah.
get guideline strikes, they're not being removed. They're not going away. So you got to smarten up if you want to be a content creator. I mean, I'm still going to put through my passion in regards to streaming. It's going to come through in my Telegram group. It's going to come through on my website. But YouTube's going to have to change, and I'm going to have to start making some different videos. I'm still going to kick it with you guys on live streams, but I can't be making Fire Stick videos all the time. It's the sucky truth. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah. Lots of changes. YouTube is Google. We know this. They have plenty of lawyers. Okay. What's your point? That doesn't mean they're going to go after you. YouTube and Google doesn't go after people who posted a video about a Sony owned movie. They don't care. What they do care though is if Sony goes after YouTube or Google. So there's guidelines when we signed up as YouTubers that says if you get in trouble because you posted something, you will be the one responsible, not us. That's why YouTube has changed a lot of stuff and they're getting stricter and stricter and stricter. So Google could have all the lawyers they want. They're just not, they're not going to do nothing unless it affects Google themselves. But just like a search engine, they could limit stuff. They could say, hey, we're going to limit certain keywords. So if you search something, it's not going to come up on YouTube search. But there's so many different avenues to do a search that will just scrape the internet. There's so many layers. There's so many like I don't think you guys understand how deep you could actually get. I know people have heard of like the dark web, the second layer of the web, the superficial web. It's like there's so many layers and so many avenues to get it. They will not be able ever to stop it. There's no way. There's no way they're going to be able to stop what's been happening at all, period. It's just it's been going around since tech has been around, of ways to clone something, of ways to get access to something. It's going to be there, and I don't think there's going to be there's ever going to be a way of how to fully lock something up, because they're going to piss somebody off for them to figure it out.
So I wanted to address another comment that I saw while we were talking, and it's like YouTube's going to figure it out when they start to lose views because channels are going down. It doesn't matter. There is over, I think, what's the number? 30 million YouTube channels. YouTube itself gets over 1 billion views a day. Rohas, correct me if I'm wrong, but the AdSense cut is somewhere around what, 50-60%?
We get 58% or 57%, and they get 43%.
Yeah. So if YouTube itself as a platform, regardless of the content creators, is getting 52% of AdSense revenue of 1 billion views a day, 1 billion views a day, are they going to care about a couple streaming content creators?
Nope.
And there's another question. Is it just streaming content creators? It's not. It's not. There are other niches. For sure there is. Right? But I mean, we are talking about how their guidelines are evolving to target specifically us right now. Right? It's taken years for it to catch up. We've seen channels get 200 plus strikes and try to fight it for years until they finally went down. We've seen channels grow to 1 million subscribers and disappear like nothing ever happened, and they had to start over. So there's two things. There's adapting, right? And then there's completely understanding what you need to do to have longevity at what you love. I love creating content for you guys, right? Just because I can't create a certain kind of content, do I stop? And I don't think that's the right answer. I will always be a content creator. I will always create something. I always want to share my ideas with people. unfortunately certain things happen on a platform, and you just gotta you gotta evolve with it. You gotta change.
Yep. And don't think Charles just said Telegram and Discord is the way. There's been Telegram groups that have been shut down, and there's been Discord groups that have been shut down. So this isn't a matter of well, let's find another way of doing it. It's there's always going to be a way. If somebody's got a platform and there's a lot of people joining that platform, there's always got to be some kind of rules and stuff. If it's something that is deemed legal, illegal, or gray area, then if it's out there, like what is it? Freaking Cyberpunk. The game is all over the place to be downloadable, and you could hack into it and get there. But what are they doing? They're sending notices to those direct people downloading them. They're not going through some of these platforms. They're going directly to the people.
Yeah.
So
it's not just movies, guys.
Yeah. It's just a matter of legality. And I know the thing is, well, it's about money. Well, no shit. It takes them to make money. And if they have no money, they can't produce stuff. That's a no-brainer. It's the same thing with you. Would you work for free? Would you work for no reason?
I mean, I can't. I got mouths to feed. I got my kid. I gotta support my family, right? Yeah. So, and I'll be very blunt with you guys. This has been a way that I've been able to give to the community, and the community has been able to help support what I do.
Yep. Diamond Dave was saying he was on Facebook Live talking and had a Charlie Brown playing in the background, and he got put in Facebook jail because of the sounds in the background that was playing with Charlie Brown. Go figure. Exactly. Well, that's the thing. No, that's the thing. If you're playing something, because you got to look at it like this: when something ends up going viral, and you're talking about something, you could get in trouble because they're just like, oh, our music helped you out, so we're not monetizing this. We're not doing nothing with this. Nope. Timeout, jail time, whatever. So it's and you know what? And here's the thing too. If another YouTuber grabs our videos without getting permission from us, YouTube they have an algorithm where they check, like, and I'll throw Streaming Wizard out there, because I saw Streaming Wizard on the chat. Streaming Wizard grabbed a segment of my live show where he was there, and he asked me if it was okay, and I said, yeah, go ahead and grab it. And he put it on his channel saying like, hey, I was with Rohas and NxtLvL, and he promoted me, and he was doing this and he was doing that, and it was great. And he posted that. It was a couple minutes on his channel. I think he might have even posted the whole entire segment of it. But YouTube, their algorithm found my video on his channel and asked me, would you like to give him a strike for using your content? Because I'm the owner of it. I'm the owner of that content. It was a live show. They could see where the feed was coming from, and they know it was on my channel. Like, they have all that information. So was I able to? Absolutely. I gave him permission. So I went on the system and I said, no, ignore this. I gave him permission already. I marked it where he's got my permission to use the video.
Right.
So that was it. It fell off of the thing. So all of us, we're all protected on a lot of stuff. So it's not just Hollywood. It's not just the music industry. It's also the little guys. It's also content creators. It's reviewers. It's everything. And I think it's just a matter of, and I know it's going to be a matter of time where they really, really start cracking down on a lot of this stuff, but it's got to be like, the biggest thing YouTube wants is original content. That's it. I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen to reaction videos.
Yeah.
Because under fair use, and you know what? I'll pick this up. I think NxtLvL, yeah, so you use the thing here too. So it says, oh no, you didn't use another thing. Oh no, you did. So under section 107, limitations on exclusive rights, fair use, notwithstanding the provisions of sections 106 and 106A, The fair use of a copyrighted work, including such as reproduction in copies or phone records or by any other means specified by that section, for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classrooms use, scholarship, or research, is not an infringement of copyright. Now, that doesn't mean we could say, hey, let's watch Avengers and critique the entire movie as it's playing. No, because you're playing the whole movie. The only way to actually do that is pause and play, putting it in a very small, tiny thing on a corner here. And even then, you have to make it look so that way people aren't watching something for free, or get the permission from somebody. There's so many like rules that are gray that they're like, hey, you know what? No more gray areas. That's it. If you want to show how to do free movies and free TV shows and free sports, free this, free that, not on my platform, not in my house. Go do it somewhere else. And it sucks. Trust me, it absolutely sucks. Do I miss Cody stuff? I do. Can I do anything about it? Not really. The only thing I could really do is if somebody says, hey, so how do we do this? How do we do this? Well, yeah, there's certain ways you can do it. You could Google it. You could research it, but an educational video, I might say like, here, let me record it real quick, and then I'll text you what I did. But that could get me in trouble too, because I don't know who the other person on the other end is.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
So I don't know. I went ahead and I deleted a lot of videos today. And I know on my channel, I'm probably no longer going to do, if I do, some of the best APKs out there, probably not going to be third party. I can tell you that. Not going to be third party anymore, just because you just can't do it. You can't do it.
So, I mean, I can make videos on, let's say, the new interface coming to the Fire Stick today or yesterday when it was released. I can do videos like that. Want to talk about what? Pluto TV? Sure, but you show anything, it's still going to be copyright content.
Yeah. Right now, I don't know if Google search will start taking things down, but if I put best Kodi apps, here's Troy Point from 3 days ago. Here's Fire Stick Tricks from a few days ago. Mm-hmm. Wireless Shack a couple days ago. Tignadu a week ago. Like, you could definitely find this stuff. This stuff exists out there. So, you know, the best, and you know what? Maybe one day they're going to say, hey, we're going to take away these apps for the certain word of Kodi never to exist, or APKs, third-party APKs or whatever. But there's always going to be forums. There's always going to be this information. You know, I think the funniest thing when people say is Kodi's dead. Kodi doesn't work anymore. Kodi doesn't do this anymore. Kodi doesn't do that anymore. I'll tell you this. Kodi's been the best that it's been in a very long time. But am I allowed to show you where, why, when, how? All I can say is just do your research. If the information is out there, it's out there. You can find it.
You know, it's a very good point. And we've talked about, you know, free versus paid. We've talked about if it's free, it's for me. We've talked about if somebody wanted not to pay for a single thing, you can do it. But what does it cost you? If it doesn't cost you money, it costs you time, because the information is not all in one place. The information is harder to find. What you thinking over there?
Well, I'm reading Ernie's comment. He's saying, not for anything, if you stop the info you give out, you might have to look for a new audience. Don't you think this is going to hurt your viewers? Yeah,
for sure.
Why wouldn't it? If I'm over here, just think about this. This is public knowledge. Everybody who follows us knows this. Everybody. I grew my channel, my Rohas Reviews channel, as Kodi Tutorials. all the way up to 100,000 subs. And I was getting a grip ton of views. Now, I had to change because YouTube said no more Cody. So, did I lose viewers? Heck yeah, I did. Did I lose subscribers? Heck yeah, I did. But that's the thing. There is a lot of people out there. Like, see, Elias Miranda. I remember those days. I've known Shrink and Sharon for a very long time. I know Streaming Apps Sources. You've been around for a while. Canuck Mark been around for a while. There's the Donald. He's been around for a while. But the thing is, so okay. Ernie says I've been a fan of both of you guys. We just need to figure out a new way. Absolutely, that's the thing. It sucks that it's happening, but I've heard stories, and we talk about this pivoting thing. As soon as you pivot and you decide to change, and I did see Digital Slang there. I don't know if he's still in here, but hello, Digital Slang.
Quick interruption. Digital Slang's podcast dropped today. So you've heard us talk about Digital Slang. We've had an interview with him. If you guys want to check it out, you got to check out the audio today. The video drops tomorrow. I'm actually going to talk to Digital and Rohas probably after the stream today or tonight. Digital Slang also has a live stream tomorrow. So I think it would be pretty cool if we did a premiere right before his live show, and then we went to his live show after if we can. We try to support as many people as we can. Also, before I let you finish, Garth, thank you very much for the super chat, the super sticker. I really do appreciate it. It actually went by, and we were just in thought, in process, talking. So I don't want to say that I forgot about it. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you. All of you. Thank you. Paul, I said, I saw your thing says, DM me, Rojas. You got to DM me, dude. I am way too busy to keep up with everybody. Anybody wants to get a hold of me, you message me because I'm going to forget as soon as this is done. I'm way too busy. Yeah. And this isn't any offense to anybody. I'm just slammed with a lot of stuff right now. But yes, when you do that pivot, people have been saying that you're going to lose thousands of subscribers. Somehow, some way, I haven't lost thousands of subscribers yet. I'm still waiting for it to happen. It's been slowly getting there. Like, I'm still in the green when it comes to subscribers every month. I'm still gaining subscribers slowly, very, very slowly. But when you go and you look, like if you look at my channel, you won't find a Cody video at all. Like, you won't find one Cody video. If you look at my channel and you look for the best streaming apps, because that's where I started to pivot, you might find like a handful of them, maybe like 1, 2, 3, where I used to have dozens. You won't find that stuff anymore. If you look at a lot of my stuff, a lot of my videos now, I've changed so much. And does the views suffer for it? Yeah, it's sometimes, like if I get 1,000 views, it's like, cool, I got 1,000 views. If I got 500 views, it's like, all right, I got 500 views. You guys don't understand. When I was doing the Cody stuff, I was getting hundreds of thousands of views. I was selling NxtLvL. Do you remember how many views I had on one video that I deleted?
70,000? 100? 70, 100,000?
On Cody.
Oh, Cody. You were like over 2 or 3, 3.4, 3.8?
3.4 million views in a 10-month span.
Yeah.
Did it hurt to delete that video? Hell yeah, it did. But at the same time, I think I've grown a bond, and we had an interview with one of my buddies, Carl Drumtech, and he was talking about Baderchuck, and was saying how if you could help one person, that's one person that you didn't have before. So it doesn't matter if it's one. And that's kind of how I have to look at it, and that's how I've always looked at it. I'm like, if I got to change my stuff, my information, everything, cool, whatever, I help people out, even if it's one person. And I'll tell you this, every time I do a video, sure, there might be some hater comments. There might be like, this is dumb, this is stupid, I'm going to unsubscribe. It's like, okay, cool, dude. I hope you find your information, because it's going to get harder and harder. And there's been a good amount of people that have said, we're going to follow you no matter what you do. Like, you do some great stuff. We build a bond. We build a relationship. We build a nice little community. And I'll tell you this, me and NxtLvL were just like, we had that member show on my channel a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, last week. And then yours was this week.
Yeah.
And it was just awesome. Like just to see that group of people, it was just awesome, you know. And like I said, we have to make that change, and we have to be very strategic, and we have to change stuff. So nice paycheck. Yeah. 3.4 million views. But here's the thing, that I fight it and say, no, I'm going to continue doing this because the paycheck's good. If the paycheck was like, the paychecks were good, I'm not going to lie. But the thing is that it's not about the paycheck, or I'll still be doing that stuff. Look at everything that I've done the last year and a half. And if that doesn't answer your question, then you gotta look at yourself. I don't know.
You know,
I don't know what else to say.
I want to talk about this real quick. Not what's on the screen, but when you say 3.4 million views, you don't get that in a day. That's not a paycheck that pays in a day. That's something that happens over a course of a time. Now, if you want to look at content creators and you want to judge them in regards to how many views this gets, you never understand what goes on behind the scenes. You don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes unless you become a member of the channel, because that members only show really shows you that everything that goes into these YouTube channels that Rohas does, that I do, we try to give back as much as possible. I've done giveaways on Facebook. I've done giveaways on Telegram. I've done giveaways on YouTube. Rohas does a lot more giveaways than I have ever done. And the only reason he's able to do these things is because he's gotten the views that he's gotten in the past. So, you know, you can say what you want, say what you will, but unless you understand the full story, you can't hate.
Well, they could still hate. They just won't understand.
Yeah, I won't understand. All right. So the one says, almost all of my videos I posted have been age restricted within seconds of it being uploaded. Is that different than strikes?
Yes. It's similar to it. So an age restriction just means anybody under the 18 obviously can't watch it. Your video won't be found. I've appealed certain videos and I'm just like, what did I show that would be under the ages of 18? That makes zero sense. And they're like, oops, we're sorry, you know. But maybe they're saying, hey, we don't want anybody who's under the ages of 18 to find how to set up a wireless router. You know, we don't want people under the ages of 18 how to set up a microphone. We don't want the people under the ages of 18 of how to buy a Fire Stick. Okay, cool. If that's the rule, that's the rule, you know. But when it comes to certain age restrictions, yeah, I've noticed that there's, especially with APKs, because there's APKs out there that have a lot of stuff in there. They're just like, nope, sorry. What's up, Victor? I see you.
So,
and yeah, to put content into some of the stuff, yeah, it like I said before, it does suck that I'm not getting hundreds of thousands of views. And I was sharing this with NxtLvL recently. I shared this information. I was like, dude, I'm like, if I did a crappy video, we're talking about 10,000 views. You know, when we have 4K views pays 5,000. That's not true.
that's not true at all.
That's not true at all. No, that's not true at all. Really? Then I should be making hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. Yeah, that's not true at all. But yeah, if I did a crappy video, 10K views. If I did a good video where I put a lot of thought, a lot of editing, a lot of everything behind it, 100,000 views. If I did some crazy, like the first to do something before a lot of people do, and everybody's catching my wave, don't even. It's close to 1 million views, like 800,000 easy on those videos. But again, it's still not about any of that. You know, it's not about that. And because I changed so much of my stuff, cool. If I get 1,000 views, I'm happy. If I get 100 views, I'm happy. If I get 1 view, I'm happy. If I get 1 thumbs down, cool, you watched my video. I'm happy. It's like you guys, you guys are still following, you guys are still watching. And what do? Like NxtLvL was saying about the members giveaway. If I were to put a price tag on how many thousands of dollars of giveaways that was given out during those shows, I don't really care to say, yeah, this is how much it was. I don't really care. I just want to make somebody happy. I told NxtLvL, dude, you're not going to believe how much shipping cost. It's not in the hundreds of dollars. I can tell you that.
It's more than that.
It's way more than that. But do I care? The best reaction for me is when we get people on Telegram. How you doing? I start cracking up. I'm like, dude, awesome. I love it.
Check it. I'm gonna debunk this right now. I have no issue sharing this information about my videos, and I will, just to bring it into reality. I always say try to be humble and be patient, because one, I'm gonna put up this comment first. So one, Streaming App Resources says people think it's easy to have a successful YouTube channel. Nothing could be further from the truth. It is freaking difficult. It doesn't matter if you have 200,000 subscribers, 300,000 subscribers. I will tell you, I guarantee you, I think I even know some channels that have 5,000 subscribers on their channel making 2 or 3 times what I make on YouTube. It doesn't matter about your subscriber count. There's so much more that goes into YouTube. So when we talk about, somebody made the comment, if you have, I'm going to put this right up on the screen, 4,000 views, I don't even know how much he said. I made $25.
Dude, are you sure? Are you missing a couple commas or zeros in there?
I'm showing you exactly what's on YouTube. 4,000 views, $25.
Now, here's the thing. With those same exact 4,000 views, depending on retention rate, click rate, there's a third one. And then multiple ads, how long somebody's watching something. 4,000 views can equal to more than what yours was $25?
$25.
It could potentially be double that, $50. It could be $100 depending if they clicked and bought something from somewhere else. 100%. And it could also be opposite. 4K could also equal a quarter.
Yep, 100%. I think I have some examples of that too. I'll put up too if you want.
I got that example. So yeah, don't go to Google and be like, hey, Google said this is how much money somebody can make. That's not true. All these analytics that Social Blade has and all that stuff. Imagine driving a car and you put gas in, and depending on how your pedal to the metal or not is going to vary like how much value you get from that gas tank.
Fair. 12K views, $1.03.
And that was what? That one was 4. So the 3 times the amount of views, and you get $1.
I got $1. All right. So if you think that if we got 4,000 views that we live in healthy over here, I'll tell you that ain't the truth.
Yeah. So it varies. It varies. You can't really go. Yeah, you can't really go. It varies. But with the whole age restriction, I would fight it. I would appeal it and say, hey, this was just an educational video, and I did this. There's nothing that will say anything about age restriction. And if they say, no, I'm going to take this away anyway, I'm going to leave the age restriction up. What I would do is I'll be like, delete it. If they want to fight and say this is age restricted, I'll delete it, whatever. If it's no strike, I'll delete it. Octavia, woohoo, $1. Does that even equal to a chicken wing?
No. Well, I mean, some places have chicken wings for like 50 cents. Like at chicken wing, I can get 2. I get 2 chicken wings.
So it says, Peen says, YouTube pays out not nearly the same as they were 10 to 12 years ago. Absolutely.
100%.
That's because what we were talking about earlier, they didn't have all these rules and regulations of what they had. And they added little by little by little. The reason why they don't pay, the biggest reason why, okay, for one, I'm not blaming Cody YouTubers at all. There's people doing ROMs, gaming, how to game ROMs for free, how to get games for free. There's people showing you how to get Spotify for free, music for free, downloading stuff for free. There's people that were selling stuff, clones for free, clone fake AirPods for free, clone Jordans. There are so many things. Now, think about this. If you're Gucci and there's a video out there that says, hey, we're going to show you how to get Fucci. And you're like, Fucci, what is that? It looks like Gucci, but it's not Gucci. It's Fucci. It's a clone. Oh, cool. This looks like the real thing. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this for myself. So what's gonna happen? Those sponsors are gonna be like, we're out. You guys can't clean this up. We're out of here. So what happens? YouTube loses a lot of money. And YouTube lost a lot of sponsorships. Well, I think like it was like 5 years ago that they lost like they were losing people like Coke. Amazon was one of them that was pulling out. Sony was a big one. They were just using so many huge sponsorships. So what do? The only thing they can do, control their environment. Let's do this so we can gain those sponsors back. You know? So I don't know. It sucks, but we're gonna have to make a change. So the only thing you can do, and I see you streaming Wizard, you're going crazy over there in the chat. And I know there's several YouTubers here saying, well, what are we gonna do? Change. If they're saying you're not allowed to do how to download free movies, how to download TV shows, how to download free music, how to get a clone this, how to get whatever it is, change. Can you still do reviews on a Fire Stick's Next Level?
I could do a review on the Fire Stick for sure.
Can you review the Amazon Fire Stick's App Store?
Yeah.
Can you review maybe some tips and tricks on the remote on the Fire Stick?
Yeah.
There's plenty of content. Like if you look at the Fire Stick of what you can do. Oh, Juanita, as we like to call her, the Alessa app. Your Juanita. Alessa, you like that, Alessa? Because that won't turn her on. Alessa.
That'll turn her on.
You could do so many reviews on that. How to make smart home automation with your Alessa app. The Fire Cube has it built in. Galore, like easily on a Fire Stick, you could do probably a dozen videos. Easy. And if you post a video every other day, that covers almost a month. So that's just on one device. And then here's the other thing too. We're not even talking about accessories. How to hardwire your Fire Stick. How to make your Fire Stick remote look cooler. I don't know. Air mouse for your Fire Sticks.
So
I want it
to be like Next Level. Listen, if you want to be like any content creator, the one thing you're going to have to learn is how to continue to be creative, because this is not new. People have always had to change up what they do. People have always had to change up either the platform that they create on. Even if it's not creating on YouTube, if you are a business, right? Think about this. Amazon came to the table and they were like, hey, I want to do a virtual bookstore. And everybody laughed at them. What did they do? They found a way to keep going, keep innovating, and keep moving. So if you want to be like me, I mean, I'm nobody to really be a role model of, but if you want to be like me, think about it. Adapt. Keep moving. Don't stop. You got to keep going. I mean, there's so many things on our plate right now that we're constantly creating. And I still have these conversations with myself, and I look at something that I've created before, and I'm like, it'll be better if I do this, this, and this. And I'm still trying to chase myself in this direction. And I'm still trying to pull my past with me. Like, hey, I can do this better. I just need to catch up with my future. And then when I catch up with my future, I'll grab my past and I'll bring it with me. You just got to constantly be moving, constantly. If YouTube says you can't do this, it's your job to figure out what you can do.
Not there,
Don't just sit there and be like, well, I'm done. It's over. My life.
Elias is saying add more memory to any device. Google Fire Stick 4K TiVo. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. If you look at my channel, and there's so Digital Slang does a lot of headphones and cell phones. He just picked a niche that he really likes and started doing that. If you look at my channel is a lot of general, like anything tech. Like just my last couple videos, I talk about a massager. I talk about iPhone chargers, like one of the fastest iPhone chargers. How to use an air mouse on a 4K Fire Stick. How to fix downloader on NVIDIA Shield. The new Amazon Fire Stick Lite. Best Amazon deals of the month. Like, there's a lot of stuff out there. Vlogging cameras, Turtle Beach headsets. Like, again, there is so many things that you can do out there. It's crazy. The only thing is, I know with us in our, and actually I like throwing myself in there, like to say like, oh yeah, us with streaming, because I was born within streaming, but I haven't done as much dedication on streaming for a while now. But anybody out there doing streaming stuff, and I've had this conversation with NxtLvL, it's like, dude, you have a shelf with a lot of tech stuff. Record and get it done. A lot of stuff. Anybody out there that's doing YouTube videos, that's like, well, I'm doing stuff with apps. Cool. What are you using for your apps? You're using a Fire Stick? Start reviewing Fire Sticks. Start reviewing it, like other Android devices. Start doing other stuff to help you out if you want to continue to do this. If not, YouTube is just going to shut it down. And one other thought before I forget. The reason why YouTube is making some changes right now again, and a lot of people are getting strikes or age restrictions or whatever, is because YouTube has announced that they will be putting advertisements on every single YouTube channel, regardless if you're monetized or not. Why? Because YouTube needs to get paid. And you're not going to come on YouTube's platform anymore and put free videos and say, I don't want to get monetized. They're paying for the servers. They're paying for everything. And they're just like, you know what? I think it's about time for us to capitalize on all the videos out there that are not monetized and get paid. And if they don't want to get in the monetization program, that's not our fault. But that's something that's, I think that's supposed to take effect in like 2 months, I think, or 3 months.
But it's their right to do what they want with their platform.
Yep.
They don't have to get our approval. They don't have to get your approval. I mean, it is what it is. So in order for them, when we talk about, they're losing a couple content creators because they're making these changes, they're gaining millions of more channels to make revenue off of, even if those content creators on those channels are not making revenue. Octavia says it's February. So yeah, you got 2 more months.
Yeah, 2 more months. And Simple Fire Stick Tutorial saying they have age restrictions on all my videos. If there anything about streaming apps, APKs, stuff like that, for one, I would probably delete them. For two, change the content. And three, I would definitely fight them all. If there's nothing in there that should be age restricted, I will appeal every single one of them.
So here's the battle that a lot of people are having, right?
Wait, can I comment on one thing?
Yeah.
Gerald says, again, corporate greed in full effect, but it's not. Would you? Okay. And Gerald, I'm not picking on you directly on this comment, because I know there's other people that have said the same thing. But what I was saying earlier, would you allow somebody who lived, like, would you allow anybody here in the chat to go to your car and drive it just for the sakes that you have a car and they don't? Is that greed? Be a good neighbor. Hey, I'm hungry. I know there's that old time saying of sugar. Hey, can I borrow sugar? Back in the day, and people used to say like, here's a cup of sugar. Go ahead, borrow a cup of sugar. A lot of people nowadays don't go to their neighbors and say, can I borrow a cup of sugar? They're just like, COVID, go get your own damn sugar. But that's the thing. if you're having a barbecue and somebody knocks on your door and says, dude, I was just driving by and your barbecue smells freaking good. Can I come in? Are you going to say, yeah, dude, feel free? What if they say, hey, your wife is hot?
Hey, leave Alexa alone.
Would you? You know what I'm saying? They're just, okay. They have servers that they're paying for all of our videos to get on there. That's not corporate greed. They're allowing things to be on there for free. Stuff costs money, man. Like, if we want YouTube to continue doing what they're doing, then they have to do something about it. And they've lost a lot of sponsorships because there's been a lot of videos in the past showing how to do a lot of gray area things. And they're just like, you know what? That's it. We're done. We're fed up with it. Done. This is what we're doing. Does it suck for you and me? Hell yeah, it does, because this is fun for us. This is easy. This is cool. We can show you how to do all kinds of things, and you benefit, I benefit. Does YouTube benefit? Heck no, it doesn't. Do we take advantage of that? We do. Are they tired of it? They are. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. But if anybody wants to borrow my car, hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hells to the no.
And then, okay, he's saying he's not really after that YouTube money. I have affiliates for revenue. That's the thing. They're going to monetize your videos and get paid 100% from their videos because, again, you're using their platform for free. They're not gaining anything. So if you don't want to join their program, guess what? They get 100% of that revenue. And if they're just like, wait a minute, there's a whole bunch of revenue things in this description thing, and they're not part of this affiliate program, but they're trying to redirect people outside of YouTube. Think about that. Do you think they're going to like that? Imagine me going to Stater Brothers, and I work for Stater Brothers, and I tell everybody, hey, everybody, go to Ralph's. They have a better deal than Stater Brothers does. Somebody from Stater Brothers is going to come out there and beat me up. You know what I mean?
Guys, a lot of you guys have been following my channel for years. Now, some of you guys will say I came out of nowhere, right? Literally, I was getting 5,000 or more new subscribers a month. And then I hit 22,000, 23,000, and I got a strike. And then what happened? I stopped growing. I've been at 30,000 subscribers for what feels like 2.5 years now, right? Once YouTube says you are not doing activities that YouTube likes, then they stop promoting you. They don't promote you. You don't get videos. I don't care if you got 1,000 friends. I don't care if you got 3,000 friends, 10,000 friends. You will never have enough friends to watch enough videos for you to live off of personally. Unless you can tickle that algorithm some way, shape, or form, it is what it is.
So I know with my rants, I'm sorry, everybody, if my rant was going too crazy, but just yeah, I posted this thing here on the chat saying that where is the comment? Oh, here it is. I agree. Yeah, see, exactly. Still ranting, dude. It's not that I disagree with you guys about corporate greed and it's going to be harder to find avenues and we got to do our homework. It's not that I'm fighting against YouTube. I can't. I have to adapt with what they're doing. And it's not that I don't feel for you guys either, because trust me, if it was up to me and I could do it wherever the hell I want, if I could literally open up a website and say, hey, I'm going to show everybody how to do this Cody thing. And not only am I going to show you how to do it, Cody, where you could have your own build, your own add-on, your own whatever. I'm going to show it to you that you make it so damn freaking good that you don't have to ever mess with it. And it could work for a solid year with no updates. A solid year. I'll tell you this. Last time I've done any kind of update has been 2 years. Do I have issues? Nope. The problem is that I can't do it because somebody's going to go on there and be like, how? Nope. We're going to sue you now. You know, so does it suck? Yes. Am I with you guys? Yes. Do I want to get lawsuits? No. Hells to the no. So let's bring it back. How is this a good feel good Friday? We are adapting, and I'm throwing next level, and it's more next level. It's gonna have to adapt now because I've already adapted. But you're just gonna start getting more content from us that is just very different. We still are tech savvy with a lot of stuff. I had to say it. Sorry. I know. Are we the most tech savviest? Nope. Do we recommend other YouTubers just to get more information every single which possible? Hell yeah. Check everybody out. You guys are just going to get more product. And actually, here's a really good Feel Good Friday. If you're a member of the Rohas squad, press 1. Rohas squad, not NxtLvL. Screw this guy. If you're hold on, I'm going to turn this into a really, really feel good Friday. I'm just bringing it home. If you're a member of the Rohas squad, hit the 1. I see a bunch of you guys too here for next level. But everybody who's hitting the 1, you guys were probably all on the live show that we did last week. And it was a crazy live show where we gave away thousands of dollars of merch. And we're talking a lot of good stuff. Security cameras, Android devices, 1 terabyte solid state drives. It was a mini drone. Like, we were giving away so much stuff. Yuppers, 4 hours of Oprah, Rohas Oprah. It was insane. Now, I've been pushing next level, and next level could tell you that Rohas has probably annoyed the crap out of him several times. But Feel Good Friday, check this out. That live show that we had on the Rohas channel, I bet you anything. I bet money on everybody. If next level does and pivots, because he's going to have to now, I bet you 1 year from now, when we do the next members live show, he's going to replicate and probably do it better than I did it with merch. Just wait for it. He's going to get so much crap. He's going to be like, holy crap, I don't know what to do. And I'm going to be like, well, guess what? Live show members only. Let's do a massive giveaway, and it's going to be insane. I'm honestly excited. There you go. You got a new savvy level member, Mr. Butler. Welcome to the next level.
Welcome to Thank you.
Yeah, trust me. It's going to be good. It sucks, but it's just going to open up a whole bunch of other doors that next level is. I think he's starting to realize it, but wait till shit hits the fan. He's going to be like,
Rohas, in all actuality, it's not that I didn't realize it. I was pulled in so many different directions. I have a lot of things that are going on both online and offline that I don't get into. And I've had companies hit me up to give me products for sure. And I've turned away companies because I don't want to be disrespectful of a company that sends me merch, that sends me items, that sends me products, and I don't put out a review in a timely fashion. I don't want to be respectful like that. So do I understand it? For sure. Do I see it? I see it. Do I think I can get to Rohas's level? Hell yeah. Have I been setting up myself for success behind the scenes for the past couple months? Of course I can. I have been. There's so much stuff. You guys see me go from a green screen to an actual studio to a work desk. I have lights up in front of me. I have a camera that's set up on this side of me now. Next year is a start of a lot of new things. And Rohas and I are talking about new projects. I'm talking about getting to the next level. There's new affiliates coming on my channel that I can't talk about yet because it's not 100% confirmed. But when it hits, there's one that I'm really excited about that I hope they hit me back, and it's not tech related. And you guys are going to love. You're absolutely going to. I haven't even talked to Rohas about that one, but he's going to laugh when I do. So I am looking at as many ways, or we are looking at as many ways, how we can bring you all of the dopest content, all of the dopest everything, and still support us along the way. We have to, because I'll say it on Rohas's behalf. When he made his pivot, his views dropped significantly. Even if he was still getting new subscribers, his views dropped significantly, going from millions and hundreds of thousands of views to ones and tens of thousands of views instead of hundreds of thousands of views and millions of views, right? Did that slow down Rohas at all? No, that made him work harder. Rohas today is working harder than Rohas has ever worked on YouTube before. And every day he puts in that work. Next Level today, even though I may not be as consistent as Rohas over there, but Next Level today is working harder on YouTube, online, on creating content than Next Level has ever before. Right? So when we get hit with these things, when we get hit with these roadblocks, when you guys get hit with whatever roadblocks you have, don't stop. You got to keep pushing harder. You got to keep moving on. And that's just how it goes. The only time that negative factors, that negative forces win in your life is if you give up. And you can't afford to give up because this is your life and nobody's going to do it better.
Mm-hmm. Steven R., what's going on? You need to be watching. You need to be listening to the sneak peek videos. Yeah, stay tuned. As long as I'm not on timeout, we should be live again next week. Should be live next week on my
Thanks,
channel.
Garth. I do appreciate it, man. So yeah, it is 5:00. Is Dabs doing a show today?
I was looking on his thing, but I don't see him. I don't see anything posted. I don't see anything posted. Does anybody see anything anywhere? 888 messages on Telegram. What the hell are you guys doing?
What? I don't know. The one says he's not doing one until the new year. So, I mean, I'm not going to go any longer than 5:00. I can't believe that we have not shut up for an hour and a half. We've just been straight hour and a half. There's a lot of things that we have still to work on. One of the projects that we're working on needs to be completed by the 17th or the 18th. And there's a lot more work to go into that. Like I said earlier, no Dab show today. Okay, like I said earlier, guys, Digital Slang's podcast dropped today, and that's a really good podcast. I mean, I know I say that about everyone, but every podcast is so different. I enjoy them all for different reasons, and you'll never know what those reasons are unless you listen to them all. Just saying. True story. Sometimes these podcasts will affect you in different ways. You don't know what mood you're going to be in that day. And sometimes we have podcasts that drop that are motivational. Sometimes we have drops that are, that you learn something that you can apply to your business or your life. We started this to share a completely different aspect of ourselves with you guys. And I've had people hit me up. Rohas has had people hit me up or hit him up saying how good these podcasts have been. And they're learning different things besides tech. So I'm just saying, there's so much stuff that we're bringing to the table right now that if you miss a second, you could miss something that's important. Maybe not to us, maybe not to you. It could just be important in general. You don't even know. Like today, if you would have missed today's live stream and all of a sudden you were like, where did Next Level go? But you're not getting recommendations anymore because Next Level's not doing Fire Stick videos. That's important. I don't know. Rohas, you got anything to say to these good people before we end the show, man?
Stay tuned to the next one. We will be here. Hopefully we'll be here on the channel. But yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow, BS show. We got an episode coming out. I got to set up. Oh, I see where it is. So tomorrow, Digital Slang is at 7:30, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10:30 Eastern time. That's usually kind of late. So what we'll probably do is he normally does a late night show, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is 9 p.m. Eastern time okay for you guys for the premiere of that? 9 p.m. Eastern time. Would that be good? I got to set up the thing here. We have a lot of good interviews coming, so make sure you guys all stay tuned. I have it set for 4 p.m. But yeah, just stay tuned. What do you think, Next Level? 9 p.m. Eastern, it was good?
I mean, I think so. I think 9 p.m. Eastern would be a good time.
Mark says he'll be watching UFC. Is there UFC fight tomorrow?
Those are just preliminaries. They're not like real fights. Come on.
Those are the best fights. Those are the best fights. Those are all the scrappy guys come in and they wreck it Ralph all day.
Wreck it Ralph all day. Thanks again, Garth. Appreciate it, man.
9, 6. What about 5 p.m.? See, great card tomorrow. Yeah, see? 5, 6, 7, 8. So what about 8 p.m. Eastern time? Is that good? 8 p.m. Eastern time. People are saying 8 p.m. Flickcheck says 8 p.m. my time. Donald says do 8 p.m. East. Let's do 8 p.m. East. And there's a bare knuckle tomorrow. UFC 256. Yeah, let's do 8 p.m. East. So I'm going to save it right now. That's 5 p.m. my time. Set premiere. Boom. There it is. 8 p.m. is good. 8 p.m. is good. Cool. All right. So yeah, so stay tuned. We're going to have a really, really good one. It's going to be really, really good. So make sure you guys do stay tuned to that one. And yeah, you're going to see us somewhere. If we put on timeout, we'll still get, we're here. We're still here. So, but yeah, just thank you for having me on the show as always. And everybody have a good weekend. And yeah, try to relax. Happy holidays. Stay safe. Stay COVID free.
You know, you see these breaking news stories all the time. Is it the end? Right. And just like I said a few minutes ago, it's only the end if you make it the end. As I always say, guys, stay humble and be patient. You have to have an open mind and keep moving because you can't give up. Nobody's going to live your life better than you live your life. So live it the best way you can, be the best person you can be, and continue to be humble and patient. Kenneth Mullen, thank you. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hey everybody, just before we get going, I wanted to say a huge thank you, much love and appreciation to everyone who supports what I do over here on NxtLvLTech. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button and share these videos with a family member and friend.